Let me do this real quick because I said earlier on a promo that I'd ask you about this question. I do not understand this, but you've been there a long time. If I could have anybody on the air to answer this, what the President of the United States said, you could decipher this. Here we go.
You may remember when we had this unaccompanied children of the border when Barack was president, he called me back. I was in Turkey and said, you got to take care of this. And I was able to get a bipartisan bill passed for almost $800 billion to go to the root cause of why people are leaving. Why are they leaving El Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras? Because they're in terrible circumstances, either because of natural disasters and hurricanes, gangs, or violence.
Now, I have no idea what he's talking about. $800 billion is just as shy of $1 trillion, bipartisan. And apparently he was so important that the president had to call him back from overseas.
Right. That's just like Joey. When we've smiled at his selective memory and hyperbole for a long time. Let me tell you, even the president of Mexico, a socialist, has warned the Biden administration that they're sending out the wrong signals and that they were going to cause this influx of people thinking that the borders were open. And this happened during the campaign, right before the inauguration. Is it any wonder? Yes. Is it any wonder that someone in Guatemala would think they could come to America for a better life? Of course. A better life in America is what the whole world strives after. But we have to have an orderly immigration system that does it the right way according to the law. So the president of Mexico says, you are causing a crisis. Joe Biden and his pronouncements made people think that they could get right in. And now we have this crisis. I used to get calls from my Democratic friends in Mississippi crying crocodile tears about Donald Trump putting people in cages on the border. We're seeing that even more so now during this Biden administration. But is it any wonder, based on the signals we sent? We had a program under Trump where if someone wanted to apply for asylum, they applied, and then Mexico had an agreement with us. They would provide them a place to hold in place, or the previous country, the country of origin of these people, would hold them in place while a request for asylum was looked at, and of course, most of them were not entitled to asylum. Mexico has ended that program with the Biden administration because they see that their pronouncements have just made it unworkable. We had a much better system under Donald Trump, and a lot fewer people in those so-called holding.
Do you agree? I think it was the Texas senator who said, and I had the soundbite earlier this morning, that the predictions are up to 2 million. I think he did say 2 million, the possibility coming through in 2021.
Well, Democrat and Republican House members from the Texas border are worried. I mean, another Democrat, Representative Vila, spoke up today. So there are at least 2 Democrats that are decrying this. The president has put the vice president in charge of this. I would not have thought that she had any sort of expertise in that regard.
You said that nicely, too. So.